Show you how crazy Bullx is. During the time of recording the video, I brought in our 15k market cap. Over 100,000 people on a wait list for this thing and literally print money with this app. And now you can see that Navel is over $3 million. And that shows you just how powerful it is. If you pay attention to this video, which I'm showing you right now, you are going to make money. I've again asked a lot on this channel, what tools am I using to get an advantage? So this will be a start of a mini series of the tools that I am using to get an advantage on the Solana markets. It's helped me make a lot of money, as you can see from the challenges, and it's also helped a lot of people more recently inside of my community completely change the way they're investing in the Solana markets and start making money. Now, the tool that I am actually using is Bullx. Now, as you can see, this is Neo Bullx. This is the new version. And if you use the link down below, you'll get 10% discount and early access onto the Bullx platform. There's over 100,000 people on a wait list for this thing because that's how good it is. It is the next level of trading. And in my opinion, I got rid of my bonk bot. As you can see, I had one of the biggest bonk bot tutorials out there. We were doing challenges on bonk, but the biggest struggle that I had was whenever I'd make trades, there'd be a huge list of tokens of things I'd have to buy. Whenever I would even go to paste a CA, I would always have problems finding more due diligence on the coin. I wouldn't know the price of the token really. I couldn't see the chart. I wouldn't be able to know who sniped and bundled the supply, who had like a bubble maps on the token. In Neo, or Bullx Neo specifically, you get all of that in one platform. It's literally the advantage that you can have on the markets. Now, let me show you an example of why this thing is so good. First things first, you have a whole pump fund dashboard. So instead of going through pump fund, trying to find out what coins working and the whole like dashboard and interface all going crazy, they've simplified it over here by showing all of the memes in one place. You have new creations about to graduate, and also you have graduated over here, right? You also have a way of exploring all tokens on Solana and seeing what's trending. When it comes to new waves like the Andrew Tate meta, right? Or when you have AI meta, or when even some of the old school like tokens like Real and these other tokens like your big narratives, your big one-liners, when they start coming back and trending, you don't want to be waiting on deck screener to see on who's actually paid for trending. You want to see ahead of time what's trending, and you see it in this dashboard. Now, Bullx Neo is going to give you three options, right? You have the option to go for trending for 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and also the 1 minute. Now, specifically in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you a few things, right? To get the most value out of this, I want you to watch the whole thing all the way through and work along with it, especially if you can. If you can't, watch the rest of the video, save it, and just break it down later, because you're going to know how to actually make money with meme coins. You're going to learn how to actually automate your trades, how to spot winners on Solana, and to be honest, when to actually cash out, secure your bag, and move on. Because in my opinion, what's going to happen in this cycle is a lot of people are going to get in late. They're going to start actually taking this market seriously when it's late. And that is exactly what people call the exit liquidity. You want to be the person that gets in now, learns how to use these types of tools, and then you have the advantage on the markets because other people are just figuring it out. They're just aping CAs from random people on Twitter, and they're not really understanding how to actually take the trenches and this whole situation seriously. So, first things first, right? When you come to the Bullx platform, you're going to see a page like this. This is how it's probably going to look. It's going to be the main page over here. You'll see like your trending, your 24 hours, your 6 hours, your hours, your 5 minute, your minute, as I said earlier. Now, this page, realistically, you want to use these exact filters, right? And I've moved it over here now. You want to put mint authority disabled, freeze authority disabled, LP burn on. Top 10 holders, you want to leave that off, and you want to put at least with one social media. Now, if you do want a list of pre-filters that you can also use, my exact ones, I'll also leave a link for those inside of the description as well, along with a tutorial on exactly how you can add these ones, where to add them, and why to add them as well. The reason why you want to use these filters, and initially you want to keep them as broad as possible, is so you can see the whole market filtered in one angle. As you'll see over here, my whole entire market is filtered. I have coins that are out at day. This coin's been out for 2 weeks. This coin's been out for a day. This one's been out for 4 days. We all know Peanut, the early one. We actually made decent money on this one, actually, if we look at over here. And I'll get into like a little bit more about the platform and stuff like that for those new people. But as you can see, I got in Peanut all the way down here at 500k market cap. It's now 8.3 million, and I sold all the way up here too. It's only like $1,000 or whatever, right? But we got out at $60 million market cap. I can now choose to either add on to my trade over here, which would obviously increase my average order, or I could just leave it, because at the end of the day, I'm flying high here. Like with this trade, I'm leaving it free. And I wouldn't have found this if I didn't use this trending section over here and actually spot, okay, like peanut's trending, but why is this other peanut also trending? And what turns out to be happening is one was the original and one was the fake. So that gave me the advantage, because everybody was bidding out the original and it ran up to like, I don't know how many millions of dollars, and I chose to invest into the right one, the original one, right? So everyone went after the fake, I went for the original. Now, next we also see like other tokens like 19 hours, 17 hours, 1 day, right? So when you use these filters over here, it's going to allow you to actually have a whole bird's eye view of the market. Now you can test these filters for yourself over time. You can try them out. You can see which other filters are profitable, because naturally, as more people are using the same filters, you actually get an advantage by varying your filters as well. Now you can actually set up a automatic buy option over here, where you can put how much you want to invest. You can put $50, and literally you could just click these and buy them. You'll also see over here, it has the 5 things that we was looking at, the filters already built in over here. So you can see when you zoom over it as well, you'll see mint authority disabled, freeze authority disabled, percentage of liquidity pool burned, and percentage of the top 10 holders as well. And it will give you green tick. So you see sometimes this one hasn't got a green tick because there is more people that hold 15%, right? But this one has, right? So you see, just from a bird's eye view, you can tell the difference. Next, you can see the swap amounts, right? This one over here is going to tell you how many swaps there has been. Now you can fake swaps, of course, but it's just another way of doing due diligence. Next, you can see volume just here, market cap as well, and you can click it and also sort by the market cap. So you can see this was the peanut I was talking about actually, right? 131 million. This one's at 8 million. So if you understand how low my entry is, you can see just how crazy the gains could get. Like this thing could do another 10 or 20x, and these two market caps could compete. It could be like the two Neros, for example. Next, you see the holders over here. You can filter by holders. Liquidity, which is how much money is available to trade, right? You want to trade tokens with the most liquidity. To be honest, you want to trade tokens over here like 9 mil, 6 mil, 1 mil, etc., right? You want to trade these types of tokens. Okay, you can risk it with the low liquidity tokens, but the issue is first of all, you can only invest a certain amount of money. Me, I like to invest, $500 to $1,000, sometimes even as low as like $100 and something dollars, right? But even in an $83,000 market cap, $35,000 market cap, $8,000 market cap, like one sold, two sold buys, they start flickering with the chart because there's not that many orders in the place, right? So these ones, not so much, right? Next, you have created. The funny thing is, guys, the longer a token is created, the more trustworthy it is to actually make an investment. There is so many people right now fading the 5-month-old $1 to $3 million market cap coins with a decent community because they're always chasing the pump funds, and then they miss out on the $1 million to $20 million plays. Remember, you can still make money on a token that's been out for 5 months. In fact, it's actually better. But most people, when they're chasing that first initial one, they get wrecked by the early holders, which all sniped on pump fund, for example, dumping on them for exit liquidity. Whereas these tokens, the longer term tokens, they're out for 5 months. So that means that they've already spread out their supply. The holders have already held for 5 months. So they probably think this thing's going to go a lot higher. That's the reason why when tokens are out for 3 to 6 months, you can sometimes see big green dildo candle. It goes to like 20, 30 mil, Now, you can also click here and see new pairs as well and filter by the brand new pairs. This is a great way of sniping, but in my opinion, I would use the Neo Vision over here where you could see the 3 different options. Now, if you're using the brand new version, you'll see it just like this. If you are using the older version of Bullx, don't worry, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Now, you'll just have more options up here. But over here, you can see you have your new creations, about to graduate, and you have graduated. On these 3, in my opinion, I completely avoid this section. I'm not really bothered about brand new creations. Sometimes I'll clip them, and gamble on the tokens. Why not? But because I have an automate strategy in place, which I'm going to show you later as well. But I prefer to mess about with about to graduate and also graduated, because if you can catch it just before they hit graduation, right, you get the most amount of momentum. And also, some of these tokens which hit them quite fast, it's actually a good thing. It means they've got a bullish narrative. During the stages where you have a certain big token that's flying, for example, NOT. We know NOT is the biggest token right now. That's literally a squirrel. So if I see any of the squirrel type tokens, animal type tokens during that time where it's trending, these get really, really profitable. Literally, it's like a slot machine. At certain times of the market, they're really profitable. Certain times of the market, you're going to get rugged. That's just how it is. And that's the reason why you want to wait until you see a big coin, like a peanut or something like that run. On that same day, instead of buying a peanut, come over to Pump Fund, start buying all the pumps. It's super profitable. Just avoid the farms. You can avoid the farms because you can see clearly these things. You can see here on a bird's eye view, two different things. You can see one here, which looks like, I think that's like a chef hat, right? You can see another one here, which is like a person, right? And if you click on it over here, I'll pull it up. Then scroll over to the bottom corner, right on the chart. You can see here the dev's already sold, right? So that doesn't actually. Sometimes the dev can sell really early, and then you see like it pumps again early. That's another strategy I'm going to show you later. But you can kind of tell when a CTO is going to happen. But if you have a look in the bottom right, you can see it automatically gives you due diligence checks. So you'll be able to see snipers, LP burn, top 10 holders. As you can see here, I mentioned might pump back. Look at this. Mint authority, dev holding, bot users, CA deployer, right? And I'm gonna buy a bit of this as well for the stream, right? Nice. Then you can also see LP creator. If you go to over here, you can see holding. It also tells you the first 7 buys. So it says this, the Lego first 7 buys. Green holds 2, buy more 0, sell part 3. Sell all 3. Total bought 20%. Currently only holding 8.5%, and top 10 holders 3.8%. Okay. Now you can also see on the safe audit over here, it is completely green and safe. Just because it is safe doesn't mean it will do well. In fact, the interesting thing that I want to show you, where I think a lot of people go wrong, is when they look at tokens and they go, oh well, you know, but this token is only owned by the top few people. You know, one thing, I think I was on like Shiba or something like this. Super funny. Let me see if we can find like the really, really like the big Shiba. I want to find like, you know, like the biggest tokens. I think it was Dogecoin. It was like Shib or Doge or something. But the funny thing is, you'll see it when you come on it. But Shib, Doge, Pepe, Bitcoin, the United States dollar, the top few holders hold all the supply. So just because like you look on one of these tokens, like the token that we was just on, and then it seems like, okay, well, it's green and they don't hold all the supply, top 10 holders don't. Well, the reason why we left it out on this filter is because most good projects, in fact, even the best projects, the top 10 holders just hold most of the supply. And that's because with most projects, unless they have it really good in the community, they're going to struggle to pump without a lot of people holding the supply, right? Next, in terms of the pump from vision, you have graduated. Now, these are ones which have already came out. Now, the good thing about this filter here is you can also filter all of these coins the exact same way. You can have different filters for each of them. So, you know, your new creations, you could say, you know, I'm looking for my dev to hold only a certain amount of percent, right? So these are brand new tokens, dev only holds a certain amount. Then you could say graduate. Well, by the time it's about to graduate, I like to use these filters. You know, another thing, once we graduate, I like to use these. Now, I actually use, and this is an interesting strategy, right? ChatGPT, right? And I also use models with it, right? So I might put it in here, right? And I will say, okay, I'll just send it, right? And you'll see in ChatGPT, it will come up and it will scan it. It says the screenshot you've provided is the graduated filter. Here's some recommended filters to use, right? And you can mess about and program and train your own. In fact, I trained a lot of the early ones and I ran it through a lot of my trades. So I downloaded a lot of my trades that I made onto a CSV file. I uploaded it to ChatGPT so it could track the trades, connected it with the internet, crazy shit, because you could do it right here. And then asked it to create the best strategy for me. Now, I also added those filters. The link for those are inside the description if you want to save some time. And you'll also get access to some of the early filters that I use for those as well. Now, with that being said, that should explain to you how you can use NeoVision to the best of your ability. You can do it on all chains. You can do it on Solana and you can do it on Tron, right? The next thing, again, is you want to set up your specific amount up here. I always do $50. And then I want to show you something very interesting, which is this auto sell feature. Now, this auto sell feature is crazy. You can see I have set 3 different options over here on how I will automatically take profit on every single trade. So this is a strategy which I can keep and optimize over the long term. I don't know how crazy, if you've been in this meme coin space, you know how crazy this strategy is. Regardless of the affiliate, I know I'm going to make money off of referral fees, KOL, influencer, whatever people want to say. But I'm telling you right now, I make money trading meme coins, and this strategy is going to take it to the next level, right? Because you can set different risk profiles during the day or even during the market, and you will automatically buy and sell tokens during it. In fact, if you follow me for a while and you've seen me on my YouTube live streams, I use this feature a lot because it allows me to recover my Solana as fast as possible and leave a moon bag. And as I showed you at the start of this stream with Peanut and stuff like that, it really does work. When I can catch, I've caught 500k market cap coin, it could run up to 100 million, right? Just because I know how to leave a moon bag and I know how to use this specific strategy. If I didn't have Bullx, I would not have managed to, first of all, find the coin, and I would not have managed to make this money. So as you can hear already, I'm super passionate about this type of thing, because if you click over here, you can create a full-blown strategy, and you can also set your risk profiles as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to set one up right now, just for example. We can create a new strategy, and I can call this one Super Cycle Strategy. Right, then I'll be able to add specific orders over here. So I could say, right, let me set my stop loss at 25%, right, and that's where I'll sell 100%. Now my first take profit, I want to take take profit at 50%, and I also want to take at 50%. I want to take out 20% profit. So you can see, once my position is up 50%, it will sell 20% of my position, and if my position goes down 25%. It will sell 100% of my position. And I can add on to that, I can go 100, okay, and then I can say 50, a 50 over here, and I can add the order, and I can say, right, 100% at a 10x. I sell at 10x, I will sell all my position. At 100%, I'll sell half, and at 50%, I'll sell 20%. And then I can save that strategy. Now I'm actually going to select one of the earliest strategies which I created, and it's one of the ones which has been helping people inside the community make a lot of money trading these meme coins. These risk profiles, as you'll see, are very conservative. In fact, most people never have trades like this. They don't take out 8.3%, 13%, 25% like that just because they're thinking about fees. I'm not thinking about fees. I'm thinking about how can I capture my moon bag, secure my Solana so it compounds long term, and still manage to accumulate meme coins. It's the reason why a lot of people run out of Solana, because they go through these types of plays. They'll go through, let's say, Pump Fun and all this type of stuff, and they'll get caught up in the gambling so much that they run out of Solana. And then when there's a good play to be made, they don't have any Solana left to actually make the play. So I like to actually use these 3 risk profiles over here. I have a careful trader, risk trader, and a balanced trader profile. Now these 3 profiles, they take a little bit to set up, but you can either take a look at these and copy them for yourself, or again, inside the description, there will also be a tutorial for these as well on how to add them and set them up correctly, right? But let's take the risk taker, for example. Now, the risk taker strategy takes out 13.7%, it takes out 25% of the bag, and then at 25% profit, it takes out another 25%. So by the time the token's up 25%, we've already took out 50% of our investment, and we're leaving the rest to ride, right? You can use this strategy for a lot of meme coins, and long term it's going to save you Solana, but it's also going to allow you to still have fun in the environment and maybe catch a 5, 10, 15, 20x. Once you've caught a few 20x's and 50x's, it's going to help your portfolio where you can move on to like more of a balanced approach over here, or you can even move up to more of a risky approach and just start doing one Solana buys and round tripping bags. But for most people, you really need a strategy like this so you can compound your Solana and you're not taking that much risk, right? Let's take an investment, right? Let's pick any token. Let's choose Naval. Naval AI. It's a super cool token. This one here is like a famous person on Twitter, and he has like an AI, right? You can see the chart doesn't actually look that good. It looks quite terrible, for example, but for the sake of the entertainment, for the sake of the stream, we'll go ahead and buy a bag. And you'll see my trading strategy is automatically in. Okay, the auto buy and sell. You can see if I zoom in over here, it's already set the take profit orders automatically. So I have my TP1 and my TP2 over here. Once it hits this point, it will take profit automatically. And once it hits this point, it will also take profit automatically. You'll see next to the checks icon, I can also see my position as well. And it will show me my position, like $3 entered, $4 gained, my P&L over these sides. Now, this allows me to manage so many trades at the same time, because if I go over to automations in the bottom left, you'll see I have a ton of automations over these sides that can be used. Okay, now with these automations, these will stay active, they won't change. So all the trades which I make stay inside my automations, and at any time those TPs click, whether I'm at work, whether I'm at travel, whatever I'm doing, they will automatically take profit. So that means no longer are you round tripping the bag. You are automatically able to take profit on your investments with these types of tokens, right? That's the key advantage for these types of things. And if we go back to the Navel as well, you can also decide to do multiple things. You can decide to market buy, limit order, and now even DCA tokens too, depending on levels as well, which is crazy. So let me break it down to, let's say I want to market buy this token, right? I can go over here, I can click, and I can market buy however I just have. Now let's say I decide to put a limit order on, and I say, okay, I want to wait for Naval to go a little bit lower so I can limit order on it. Let's do a bigger token so we can see one that's a little bit better, because that was a terrible, looks like a terrible chart. Let's pick a cool chart, one that we might even be able to see pump on the stream, because that'd be cool. So we'll go to trending, we'll go to 12-hour, we'll search up strategic meme reserve, right? This one's trending right now. Okay, you can see I already hold a position in this token. My average price super low at 10 mil, so you can see just how good you can snipe these types of plays. Now I see it's at another level, right? So I can come out the chart. On the left hand side, I can see all the chart options. I can decide to go, okay, cool, I've got another level over here. Let's say with a buy level here, boom. We're bouncing now, okay? So the chart looks good. Looks like we might be able to come up to this level. I can then decide to go over to my buy option, and I can set a limit order for this level, first of all, just in case we come down. So I can say, right, point, let's say 5, right? At market cap, let's say 16 mil, 16.5. Okay, you can see it right here. It automatically comes up. Then I can go ahead and click buy. Over here, I actually want to set my gas. So a lot of people set problems here. For a limit order, I can set like 20% gas. I can put my MEV protection on. I can put the bribe at normal. And then I'll be able to go ahead and go back and then make a purchase over here. You can see it set my buy order over here in case we come back to support. And I can choose to add to my position over here, for example, or I could choose the DCA. So I could say DCA option. I could say, right, every minute, every 1 minute, over, let's say 5 orders, I want to do half a Solana. Market cap range is interesting. So I can say, right, I only want a DCA between this exact range. So if we break out, I don't want to buy anymore. If we break lower, I don't want to buy anymore. Okay. And then I can even choose to click here and rotate my wallets on what I want to buy. So I can have multiple wallets rotate between those wallets on the DCAs as well. This is where you have an advantage, right? No longer you sat there on Bullx, oh my God, scrolling through your mess. Now you can actually see everything in one place, okay? You go ahead and click buy, and as you'll see, the orders are already executing. It is DCAing within this range as well. So super, super powerful. Over here, again, like the funny thing is, what I said at the beginning of the thing is like, look, 76% of people holding, the top 10 holders. You know how many people probably faded the bag of this? Number one, when the devs sold, but number two, when they found out that 76% of people was holding, or there's so many insiders. Like, some of these projects still run with those things, but using this tool just gives you an access to actually see it. The best thing about this isn't even what I've just shown you, which first of all is crazy. Not only is it the fact that you can see the devs trades, that you can see, you know, bubble maps and these types of things on the top, but also you can scroll up from here and you can now see and track the wallet activity of who is trading, right? So you can go through, not just like, okay, you know, say we're using Deck Screener, you see it like this, right? But the issue with Deck Screener is, if I click the maker, it takes me to Etherscan, or it takes me to Solana, for example. It's all confusing to read. You know, my filters are over here. I have to download on the CSV. That's all long. And it's also inside of a whole new like thing. You have to go all the way from here, all the way over here. It's too much, right? Whereas now you can see it inside of one page. You can go ahead and click any of these transactions. It's going to pull up a whole entire dashboard of this person's trades, their most profitable trades, active positions, deployed tokens as well. And you can decide to track that wallet over here too. In fact, you can see I've already been tracking Dolan. I tracked a lot of ETH whales, Solana whales, SPX whales, smart wallets. I'll be able eventually, after being in the trenches for a few weeks, to have so many profitable wallets naturally while I am trading. In fact, I'm going to do a whole entire video tutorial masterclass thing on this one part of this tool alone, because this thing is crazy powerful. You can see their most profitable swap days. Okay, you can even see their P&L as well. The most when they're the most profitable. You can see this day he did like 2.4 K volume, 13 swaps, an exact date. You can even go to like the most profitable trades, see what their most profitable trades are. We could look at their active positions, see what bags they're holding as well. And over time, you'll start to spot very, very good wallets naturally when you're trading new tokens. In fact, the best time to find wallets is at these times here, right? When people are buying the dips, or at these times on these first initial pumps. That's when you find serious wallets. You can see why we're doing this as well. My bot is already putting in DCA orders. So imagine what this is like when you've got 100 SOL, 200 SOL, you know, over time, maybe even like a few thousand SOL, and you're managing all of these positions, automatically taking profit and spotting whale wallets while you're at it, right? Now, there has a few different icons for these ones. The whale icons is obviously the size of what they're trading. This like mouse icon is an insider, so this is like an insider. Now, most of the time, your insiders sell right on these first dips. In a token which is very bad, your insiders will sell here, and then they won't be buying again. In this case, one of the insiders, not all of them, is deciding to buy back. So the more insiders that we see, the more bullish that it is. The next that you want to find out is, if we scroll down over here, there isn't an option. But sometimes you see, and this is one to keep a lookout for, like a golden, it's kind of like a golden icon. It's called a smart wallet. So if I go into some of the wallets which I'm tracking right now, this wallet over here which I found came up with like a crazy icon. Let me see if it shows up. It won't show up for me right now, but it comes up with a weird icon. I won't be able to show it with you on this thing, but just remember, if you scroll down and you see like I think it's not like a brain, but it's something like bright yellow. Not a sniper, because there's one which is like a sniper, there's another one. That is a smart wallet. When you see them, save them. Right? They haven't got an option to filter all tokens by super smart wallets. But if you see them, save these wallets because they're super profitable. You can see this guy over here basically started with nothing and right now is above over $631,000. You can see the volume that he's doing every single day is ridiculous. And now I'll be able to see every single token that he buys, and also set an alert to whatever token that he buys. It will send me an alert just like this, right? And as you can see on my main page, over here actually, alerts, right? It will show me here exactly all the people that are buying, and instantly it will say boom. And instantly, guys, I can just go and click boom, buy $50 of this guy, right? Buy 50 50 50 of all these tokens that these people are buying, like right now. In fact, this guy bought this yesterday. Okay, I'll buy some of that. I can't explain enough how powerful this is, right? It gets even better, right? You can also, in this section, manage all of your wallets in one specific location. So when you go over to wallets over here, you'll be able to see a list of your wallets. You'll be able to see the amount of Solana that you have. You can now consolidate that Solana and distribute that Solana across multiple tokens. You can also see your most profitable trades, your deployed tokens as well, and your trade history over here too. Now all of this will be in one platform, where even at the top left, you can review all of your positions, quickly hop over to them, and then start trading for them with that flow that we just mentioned. Now, another thing that you can do is if you go over to the top holders. So you can see these top holders are actually selling. So with top traders, that is what it is. Green is green. But on your holders actually change from red to green. So you can see this person over here, he bought 15K, sold 7.4. His P&L is down like 8K, right? This person here brought 3.8K, right, and hasn't sold yet. So obviously his P&L is down 3.8K. That's how P&L kind of works on this. It's not necessarily like how much they've made, because you can see their balance is like 103K. Now, with that being said, okay, these top holders, you want to click on them, and then you want to tag them, right? If this is a long-term investment, if this is a swing trade, you want to click on them and you want to tag them, and you want to put, okay, top holder of this token, top holder of this token, and then group all of these tokens, because when you see the top holders A, selling, or B, buying new tokens, that's the time when you want to make a move. So for example, if I had to group all of these tokens, then I see in my alert, top holder, top holder, top holder, top holder, all buying this new token or all selling this new token, I want to either A, obviously hop over and buy it, click the fast buy button, or B, like completely avoid the token as it is and get out, right? It gives you the opportunity to get out before the Twitter posts and all that stuff. Like, you can just get out instantly because you see it on chain, right? That's what the power of this tool. Next, obviously, your top traders. Anyone that's consistently a top trader goes down as a smart money. These guys don't have smart money icons, but as you can see, they're fairly profitable in the short term, long term as well. If you click on some of them, you can see some of them are also fairly profitable. And you can see this guy here is like, he's buying back, right? So this guy sold over a week ago, and now he's buying back. So that makes me, that makes me bullish on this token. I'm gonna buy more. Okay, and again, as you can see, the orders are brought here. Actually looks kind of nice in the 5 minute, super low time frame. But as you can see over here, it's already put my take profits, and they align perfectly with the resistance levels as well, right? Automatically. So that's what I'm saying. Like when I ran this formula, it ran it based on statistics, which is the reason why you can see that the average take profit levels are, when you start using it, tend to be on resistance levels. Okay. Now, with that being said, you can also go ahead and click positions, and you can dynamically see your own positions over here and the history of trades too over this section as well. Now, with that being said, you understand how to use Bullx. It's going to take some time, right? It's going to take a lot more tutorials. I've got so many more tutorials to bring out on specific things. In fact, most of my channel now is going to be mastering this platform, because I think there's so much dynamic stuff to do with filters, buys, trending, all types of different things that we can get an advantage on, right? You also understand all of the filters as well on the left hand side. You understand about, portfolio. You understand about automations, right? How to see all of your pages and all of like the trades that you're making. You understand about Neo Vision as well, and how to dynamically see pump funds. These things can mint millions of dollars, right? Some of the biggest tokens out there that launched on pump fund, if you had $30, $40 in them, you would have printed millions of dollars, right? Because of how small the market cap launches initially. This gives you the advantage to gamble on these types of things, secure your Solana, and leave moonbags in plenty of these types of tokens. And you also understand how to explore different tokens as well. Find them, find new trending ones, mess around with the filters, and change your automations, along with tracking wallets on your journey in the trenches as well. So you can find new whale wallets too. In fact, one of the things that I didn't even get around to mentioning was the fact they can also see all the charts in one thing. But I think that is a mind blower for a lot of the new people that are watching this, right? But you can track these wallets, you can set alerts for these wallets, and during your sessions, you'll get alerts for, okay, what's a new trade to make, what's a new move to make. Now, one thing I like to do, which gives me an advantage in actually using these things, is I mix Bullx with the trenches. The trenches is a group of people who are all literally scanning through Bullx, finding the best coins that they're personally investing into, and posting them inside of the community. People call this like, it's like a cook group, as some people would call it, like a group of people who are just constantly grinding in crypto. This is the best place to get your information from. I'll give you an example, right? And I'll draw it out for you right now. This is your typical Memecoin cycle, right? It pumps and it dumps. That's the sad factor about it, right? Whether it goes to 5 mil market cap, whether it goes to 10 mil market cap, whether it goes to 100 mil or 1 billion, right? It always comes up and it goes down. That's how cycles work. The game we play is how much money can we make on the way up, right? Or how big can this thing actually get? Most of the tokens that launch on things like Pump Fund, for example, go through this type of wave. They launch, right? Somebody snipes the launch. There's a sniper. There's always snipers. If you don't know what they are, these are automations and bots which automatically track wallets. They automatically buy tokens, and people invest millions of dollars into these things because getting in early and having the advantage pays a lot of money, which is why tools like this for the average person is insane, right? Now, these people then hold the token, dump the token, hold a moonbag, right? Or something like this. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but because of crypto and how many projects do hundreds of X's, 50 X's, these types of things, they're profitable. Now, the next stage is actually scanners. And a lot of people fade these things. Scanners, they scan a lot of tokens. Like scanners scan 100 or more tokens every single day, daily. Now, statistically, good scanners are actually profitable. Normally, to scan a good token, you use a scanner bot. And these bots, normally you just have it on your own inside of Telegram and you message it and you use it to scan tokens. But inside of this specific group, which I want to show you, the trenches, but besides the playlist, right, this particular group also has a scanner where you'll be able to see, right, top holders, okay, new tokens, and also the statistics of how profitable those trades have been. So all scans in this group added to the day, right, you'll be able to see how many are traded, how many have called, and the average hit rate. You can see the return here was a 66.5x. The average return was 65%, which is why we have those return levels. And there was over 103 calls in here. The hit rate being about 17%. Right? So this type of group gives you the information early. A lot of them will fail. A lot of them will get rugged. Not all of them will work. In fact, majority of them won't make money. But the ones that do, you can see you can hit like 66.5x. You see some of these 12x, 9.5x, 5.1x, 4.5x. And that's how we have people in the channel who are already making wins every single day. You can see, 2 Solana, right? Oh, sorry, 0.2 Solana, 0.8, 2 Sol, 0.1, 0.09, 0.01, right? This person, 76 Solana, right? So each and every day, people at all types of levels. Some people with, smaller portfolios, some people with bigger portfolios, right? Managing to make money using this tool and using these types of softwares to see all the different scanners. So instead of me being in different groups, right, being in all these different call channels, finding this tweet and these callers, because I'll show you exactly how this works, right? After these tokens are scanned, and these tokens are scanned between, I would say 50K, yes, as low as 50K, all the way to like 1 mil on average, right? Average, right? Then you get your callers, right? And these are, you know, people on IG, people on Twitter, etc. Right? People on X. So you get your X, you know, IG. YouTube's like way later. YouTube's like all the way down here. These people, even these callers, right? Even the biggest callers are using scanners because they understand that if they buy even 100 a day or filter by a little bit of alpha, that they really can find the runners, because most of the runners, guys, don't have time to pay for callers. And most of the biggest runners are like either viral sensations where they just go viral, or they're tokens which, you know, aren't at the stage yet where they need to be paying for callers and these types of things. So the scanners are the best ones. And then most people scan a token, find a token, and then they go and speak about it on Twitter. So normally, if you can catch a good token, you get the run up of these guys pumping your bags, the callers. Then you get the run up of like the YouTubers calling you bags as well. And you also get the people calling you bags on like, you know, Instagram and stuff like that. And then obviously over here is the funniest part. Majority of the time, your deck screener folks are the ones here, right? Who just look at trending and look for the one that's right at the top. I'm not talking about deck screener filters and obviously getting alpha by messing about with it. Specifically, just major decks trending, major listings as well. And this is the point where most tokens go down. If you look at most statistics of the tokens that list on Binance, when you look at all the runners that have gone from Sol to Binance, they've gone all the way up Binance, right? And all the people transfer to Binance, they short their bags over here. They make money on the way up. They've also made money on the way down. It goes sideways like this and then comes back for another run, right? Because they've brought their bags back over here, right? So for you to get the advantage, you get the advantage in the trenches. You get the advantage scanning. You get the advantage going literally inside of these types of groups, looking for the best callers most of the time. So if we look at, let's say, the Solana channel, you can see it here. You have Hutch, Hustle Banton, Black Sheep. Hutch has been clutch a few times actually. Talk with Seducer, 3 calls he made, all more than a 3x. So you can see this guy's plus EV. This guy's making money. You can see obviously my call is still always profitable. So when you see these types of people messaging chat, boom, you know how to do it, right? Also, you can get information from it. So you see this person is talking about punt. You can ask in chat. You can say, guys, okay, what's the alpha on this? ETC, how do I get into this deal? You know, is this worth investing to? You can just double check for your investment. And then you can go over to things like Bullx Neo, literally just click /, pull up the dashboard to search, or click the search bar, paste in your contract address, which is the number which comes up here, it's over here, paste that in, click enter, and as you can see, it will take you directly, instantly, over to the main page here, where I can then choose to either buy it, or I can run more due diligence on it, and I can say, okay, you know, what's the price, what's the market cap, what's the liquidity, let me look at the time frames, let me look at support and resistance. Obviously this one's like same day old, so it's not got too much alpha, but I can see that it's pretty safe, right? All the things are green, insiders are holding a large amount. I should be aware of that, right? So then I should look at the trades over here on the bottom left, and then I can see, okay, are large holders selling? Are the early guys that got in on the insiders, are they taking profit already? Because if they're taking profit already, then maybe this thing is a farm, maybe this thing isn't going to last, right? Not all the projects that you find in these things you need to buy, but it allows you to have a fast form of due diligence. And trust me, when I'm in the trenches, and I'm going to make a video on this soon, it's going to be cool, really high production, but you're going to see, like, I literally just sit here and I'm like, boom, boom, 15 tabs open, just check, okay, check the Twitter, check the social media. Like, I haven't even got into, you know, how much due diligence you can do in this thing yet. But you can see, like, boom, 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 boom. For example, I could go into Nut over here, right? I could check out over here. I could go straight to the Twitter page, because all up in the left hand side, like the Twitter page, website, etc. And I could instantly pull up, okay, What's the Twitter stats like? Okay, 50 followers, not that good. What's the meme like? Not that interesting, right? I can look at here, say website, not really. Like, it's okay. What are they doing anything different? I could hop straight into the Telegram over here and find out, all in one specific spot, all in one place, to be able to see and manage a complete due diligence process, right? Now, one way I have used to make a lot of money is by using the fixed filters. Then I'll look at the trends. I'll go to, like, let's say the 24 hour, and I'll basically camp it. So I'll start by market cap. I'll see what the biggest trends are. So the biggest trends is, first we've got obviously strategic mean reserve, and we've got Department of Government Defense. So I know my two trends are Department of Government Defense, which is obviously Doge, because of Elon Musk and stuff like that. And it's also like strategic mean reserves. So it's going to be going towards those narratives. If I go on NeoVision, I look at tokens which are either just graduated or graduating. They must match that narrative. AI right now, specifically right now at the time of recording this video, isn't the narrative. So I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to be buying and aping memes and gambling on them. I want to look for memes that relate to strategic mean reserve and Doge. You can see Doge 2 over here, right? So I'll just buy a small amount of that and other things, right? And stick to whatever sticks with the narrative. Next, I'll also look for big tokens which have started to die down a bit. You know, let's say, not really sync, because that doesn't really make sense. If we sort by market cap on trending, right, we want to look for a mission, a vision thing. Like you got like your base, seasons. We've got real. Real is a great one. In fact, real is a great one. A great example. If we look at the long term for real, we pull up the time frames in the top left. We go to, let's say, 24 hours. You'll see on the daily that real has had these huge spikes, huge crashes, accumulation, huge spikes, huge crashes, accumulation. This time, this accumulation here has a lot more activity than this one. So in my opinion, this token is going to have, again, a huge spike, right? Or it's coming up. Maybe it comes up to here and it breaks out and it creates some type of flag, right? But I think this token is going to do very, very well. I can also, once I find a good token that looks like this, pull up the early holders. I can check. You see some of these early holders haven't even sold. So these are holding 35K, 46K, 55K. Is his wallet still active? Yeah, he's buying 7 hours ago. He's buying God and Core. Now I can go over to here, and now you can see I'm starting to get on a roll. I found a top holder of one token, and that's led me to a brand new token which is doing well, right? So I can go over, boom, buy a bit again, right? And then I can see, and guys, these things, you don't need to have crazy levels of intelligence, right? It's the fact that you win. When you win big. When you lose. So the fact that I can secure my Solana fast, secure my initial, and then focus on catching moon bags and then looking for longer term ones to really build a portfolio gives me a huge amount of advantage, right? But this is the flow I'll go down. I'll literally go through, keep going through wallets, looking for ones that are profitable. That one's okay. He's only made 3 grand though. This one's better, 26 grand, right? You can see again. I think this guy's even the same guy, right? Can pull it up. You can look at even the biggest holders. See what active he's like. This guy's up 86K, right? So he hasn't made a lot. He made a lot of money up here. He made a big play over here. So we'll look at his most profitable plays. Did he just get lucky? Well, he's managed to keep his money, so must be pretty good, right? He's got 100K in stables. He's got a big bag of skibbity that's saying something. DMG, Brat, Stonks. This guy's very active, so I'll put this guy as I'll just put this guy as smart wallet. He's playing the game well. He's not super aping. He's not overexposed. He's still got 100K of USDC. He's chilling, right? He's chilling. He's got a bit of Ramilla, right? It's looking pretty good. You see in his trade history. Let's have a look at his last trades. We want to look at one which he bought, but he hasn't sold recently. I think he's just trading this. Trump, sold. We all got done in the Trump saga. See, even the smartest wallets got absolutely done in the Trump saga. Giat. FAP. He bought FAP, sold FAP, Project 69. Bought it, sold it. Let's have a look at his active positions, really. Let's have a look at one where he's okay. He's up 85K on Alpha. What's Alpha? All right, we'll pull this up. Let's have a look. This one's 5 mil. Okay, we'll get a bag. Right, maybe if I want to do more due diligence, I'll pull up the Twitter account. I've got a feeling this Twitter account's going to be good. The token's okay. Yeah, 2.8k. Looks like it's organic. Right, 8,000 views on this one. We already know what that's about. I mess with it. Do you know what I mean? It's a culture. That was the word I was looking for. Culture coins. Culture coins are very big. Culture coins, your coins for the Zoomers, even the Boomers as well. These are coins which are going to trend, and these are coins which are in this range where they haven't been in a lot of hype, but the hype will come back. And as you can see, these are already breaking out, retesting, and looking to take new highs. So this tool, again, this tool is the biggest tool that I've used to get an advantage from. If you want to join that group I was speaking about earlier, maybe you've already commented it and you're thinking, what the hell, how do I get access to these types of information? You can actually join it completely for free. It's a free group that I decided to make just specifically for people who want to use Bullx, who want to stay in the trenches, and they want to make a lot of money on Solana. I genuinely believe that this is going to give you an advantage. There's so much more that I want to teach and want to share, but I didn't want to make this tutorial too boring. I wanted to make it something interactive and like kind of use it and get active. If you did find a lot of value, or if there's anything else you want to learn, let me know in the comments section. If you're trying to find the group, just go to the description. There's 3 steps for you to follow, and you'll be able to join all the communities, and obviously a link for Bullx and all that type of stuff is in the description. I'll see you guys later on. I look forward to seeing you guys in the trenches. We are very, very close to the biggest bull market ever, and I personally think the time where we'll be taking all of our profit and we'll be completely moving on to the end of the market is in 6 to 12 months. So you have 6 to 12 months to make it. I look forward to seeing you in the trenches.